Okay, Noah. I thought this would be actually easier to show doing this on the Pell than trying to explain it on Facebook. So I'll post this out on your link if I can. I'm not sure I'll be able to or not. If not, I'll just send it to you. I'll send you the link. But okay, so what some of the guys are talking about. Christoph had a good suggestion to watch Felix's tapes or vids. Felix does a really good job of showing the transfer from here to here. I do it a little different just for some fact of, and Felix doesn't fight with his hand back here either. I mean, find videos of Felix on YouTube. Felix's stance is usually more like the Bedford stance that Christoph, myself, Billy, Malcolm, Andrew, all of us fight. How it looks like on the video you're doing is a lot of your weight is here, so you're front loading your leg. So yes, your hips are moving for your shots, but to move this foot, you actually have to rock back to explode, or you end up falling forward. I do that a lot when I fight right leg. I can do this when I fight right leg, which is bad. It's for some reason it's how I do it. I'm trying to break myself up. Same thing with here. It looks like you're doing a lot more of this. You can actually do this with your leg. How we do it, myself, Malcolm, Andrew, I believe Christoph and Felix and Billy all still fight more of a Bedford stance, which is mostly 70 on your right foot, 30 on here. So you're more this. So you can actually do this or settle down. You'll see me a lot of times do this when I'm setting up. So, I'll be going up against an opponent. I'll set up. Now let's do this. And it helps for me sometimes just to get me to load up. I hold my hand two different ways. One's down here. This is my old style. When I was Mike Squire in Atlantia, was set up, boom. This would be here, and everything. So, boom. Foot tries the hip, tries the shoulder, hand. Offside, basically same thing. So weight's back on this foot. Remember what I've said about how I at least do it. I punch. All of my shots are designed as punches, except for a wrap. But you take the sword out of my hand, I'm just punching across. Now, would I punch someone like that for real? No. I mean, that's how I ended up punching. But that's how it works for my offside. Is pretty much I just imagine there's a head. Now here's this. There's a head right here. So it's just boom. I've changed my style up a little bit nowadays. Instead of here, I do a lot more here. So I just have it right off my cheek. And for me, it helps. It keeps in my head more of my boxer style. Down here was very much I'm countering everything. I'm not going to start anything. You're going to have to start it. This keeps me more aggressive. Plus, it also down here, yeah, you can get that. I mean, I spent hours on the pedal, going from here, boom, boom, to generate force, to generate enough force to be able to get there. And when I was on Lance, I didn't have that big of a problem with guys taking my shots. And I went from down here. Honestly, the biggest reason why I did from here was because the armpit shot started coming in to fashion. So here, getting tagged in the arm or hitting the armpit. Derek was really good at the armpit shot. I found me going here, I was blocking. But I could still generate everything off the hip. You know, drive with that back foot, hip, shoulder, arm. But starting on the back foot with your weight, transferring, don't have to go anywhere. Still be a counter, be a firing platform if you want, but it's all this motion. I mean, when Mike was first training me, and I'd already been fighting with Kane for, started in '89, joined Mike in '94, so for 5 years. But when I got with Mike got me to do his stance, and but this back foot, that heel was not allowed to come up. That heel kept me anchored. Now, kept me anchored, but it was partially for the defense. Because if my heel was coming up, I would do this. And this hip would over-rotate, my defense would over-rotate. Keeping that heel back kept my defense right where I needed to, right where it needed to be. Especially with a corner heater. That heel coming up, over-rotates, all that kind of stuff, and your defense gets out of the way, moves out of the way. I think that's it. Like I said, get with me. We can do some fighting. We can do a bunch of slow work in armor, then do some actual fights just to get things going and implement stuff. But we have talked about this at our practice, that you do tend to want to, you like to lean that forward. Because you love this shot of trying to get over the top and overextend and extend out. But you do like to put your weight on that front foot, which basically makes you, for you to move, you've got to transfer back and then. But I'll let you get in the habit of throwing all your shots. Yeah, you've got some hip rotation there. But there's no drive, because all of your weight is on this front foot. A lot of what comes with the power of the shot is the body behind the shot. So with the weight on the back foot, boom, you've got your weight flowing with that shot. Hope that helps.